Good evening and good morning, everybody. We'll be starting very shortly with SPDas, Elliot Wave Theory Trader. Please stand by. Just a quick note, if X does cut us off by any chance, we'll just repost a new stream as soon as possible, but so far frame rate, bit rate looks good. So
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.
SPDas, we're ready to go whenever you are. SPDas, we're ready to go whenever you are.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and welcome everyone. We are now starting Tokyo Sydney overlap, 13th of Jan, and okay, price action is still picking up. It's not firecrackers right now. So let's get started off with the daily chart. Most instruments will analyze the daily chart. By the time London and New York open, we'll shift our base to hourlies to find specific trade entries, but generally we are now okay, except the euros and the dollar index. Except the euro, I think we are now preparing to get into the larger degree trends as far as the trades are concerned. Euro, we are still into the trade on the long side. Those are the larger degree counts. Impulse at minor degree. And the corrective wave as well. Again at the minor degree. Now that's been accompanied nicely by two more tools. One is the Fibonacci 61.8% touch almost. Sorry, just around 10 pips left, but it's okay. Our stop loss was around 1.02. We are still into the trade, but even if we get stopped out, that would be a re-entry on the long side. It would be we would like to re-enter, and this is the reason why there is a bullish divergence and a strong one actually on the daily chart. And not only daily, it's hourly, 4 hourly, and daily, all three combination bullish divergence, right? So, okay, quick view on the hourly before we switch to the 4 hour. Now, right now it is just shipping sideways. Actually, it could be a lower degree wave 2 count, or just before that to push higher. Uh, those who are who are still not in the trade and want to get in on a conservative level, uh, maybe you want to wait at least about a break above 1.0311 to be specifically correct. And if you're still wanting further confirmation, then that's the break 1.0435. All right. The first one, the lower degree is 1.0311. Maybe a maybe a push, a break above, and then a pullback. This should be the path ideally. This should be the path. The first lower degree five waves or the first lower degree impulse should be something like should be something like this. Since the second wave is taking time, it could be a triangle within the impulse. If it is wave two, I think the fourth wave will be quite sharper. So let's keep this wave structure as it is for now. When we are back in London, let's see how the price action has behaved. Okay, so that is euro on the long side. Let me flip to the dollar index now. Sorry, the system is a bit slower. Possibly needs a restart, but I'll do it after the session. Here you are, the dollar index on the daily chart now. Let's pick up our daily chart. And it's tested the 110 handle. Okay, if you have traded dollar index and with some other provider, as I discussed on Saturday, it is quite possible that the stop loss did not trigger. In that case, you can hold on your short positions. But if it did, then it is time to re-enter now on the short side with the stop just above the Friday high. That is 11030 to be specific. And here's the larger degree wave count with the Fibonacci retracements touching or pushing slightly above 61.8%. And it's fine. It's a neat little touch. And the most important thing that we should all keep in mind is that we are seeing a neat and a strong bearish divergence on the RSI with the price inching higher. So it's 109.67 as we speak. And on the hourly chart, if it is the lower degree wave 2, because I think we have done the if you look at the extensions on the lower degrees, that was it's a touch. It is just about a few pips away from 110.11. That's the Fibonacci target, which is showing up. But in terms of the waves, it's a neat little five wave complete now. One, two, three, triangle wave four, and wave five. The only thing we need to change is the degree here, and that would be minute. And wave 4 was a triangle indeed. That's a rising. That's a rising, another type of triangle where you have the resistance constant and the support increasing. So it's also called a barrier triangle, where you have a barrier and then it shoots up on that side. Okay, so even if you have a small push, that is okay, but be prepared or be aware of the path that should be taken going forward is something like this. So conservative traders wait for a break below 109.07, please. And then on a pullback, you can re-enter. This is what high probable setup of a high probable wave count in the next, I think in the next few hours now, maybe today's trajectory or maybe today and tomorrow combined. So let's keep that path as it is. And we can now flip the chart to, since we already traded, let's relook pound. The pound is actually dragging a little back. It's ideally it should drop towards 1.2057 ideally, but it's not always that it does. It could be a running flat as well. Now, the structure that pound is taking is of an expanded flat. But if it's an ideal expanded flat, then the price action could also drop there uh, before beginning to cut loose on the north side. But if it's a running flat, we are still good. So for suggesting the trade in pound, maybe we can just prepare ourselves to go long rather than going aggressively long in all instruments. In fact, can just wait for the first resistance to be taken out and also for the pullback. And then it's good to go on the long side. I'm just uh, drawing the path here, which should be high probable from this point on. And we are also pointing a potential buy right there. Okay, so this is our trade plan for pound. This should be ideally our trade plan for pound. We don't want to get aggressive left and right. Let's wait for a break above 23 25. Let's wait for a break there, and then a pullback. We'll re-enter. Okay, this looks like a good one. There's no need to rush. And just keeping the parts as it is. Let's see how it goes on in the London. All right. Let's have a quick view on gold. Okay, we've done on the daily chart already, but I'll quick. It's just going to take a while, a moment to, since we are beginning a fresh week. It's always nice to have the bigger picture in mind first. Give me a moment. I'll change the degree in a while. This is what we are expecting to happen. Wave 4, as the price action should ideally drop lower. But you know what? Before the uh, drop resumes, there's another pattern which is quite possible. It's a minor degree, okay. And that's so. Let's flip the chart to a 4 hour where the action lies. See, ideally, we are now looking for an ABC lower, correct? A three-wave correction for wave four, and that is A. Now, B is either done here. If it is done, we are now expecting wave C lower. Okay, and I'm going to change the degree to minute very quickly. Okay, so okay, the other alternate is that this wave B is also taking a complex uh, shape. That means it could be something like this. And then wave C would resume lower again. So this is an alternate path which could happen. In that case, we might get into a slight trouble because our stop loss suggested is around 27.30. So we'll see how price action is shaping up in the next few sessions, at least a couple of sessions, which should be good to decide whether we should move the stop loss a bit or adjust the stop loss a bit or stay where we are. All right, so just keep in mind from here or from 27.30 touch, we have a wave lower towards the minor wave 4 termination. All right, so that let me just extend the path so we are all clear. That is what is expected. Because earlier we were discussing wave 1 and wave 2 of C already in place, but it is extended here quite a bit now. So let's prepare for the alternate as well. It's always good to be prepared for the alternate so that you're not always surprised. And it's not very good to be surprised most of the time being a trader. There are sometimes alternate one, alternate two, sometimes three alternate routes. Okay, but at least two will always be there. All right. All right, so that's gold trading around 26.92 right now. Let's look at the RSI. Okay, it's on the extreme slides, so a turn should be quite around the corner. And I think Dow Jones we did in much details uh, Saturday. We'll come back on Dow Jones during the New York session or London session today. We can touch base with the coins now, starting Bitcoin. So the path is already there. We are not meddling with the path. We are expecting one more high and wave three. This particular wave three is, and it should be now underway. The lower degree wave one, lower degree wave two is ready. So we should be seeing a push higher, lower degree wave three, four, and five, possibly towards 100 or 101. Ideally, bulls are now eyeing 107 to be taken out. All right. So I think we are not worried about. We should not be worried much about the bottom. Ideally, it's most likely to be in place around 91. We are good to remain with the stop around 90,000 for now. Please keep the bigger picture in mind. Bitcoin is heading towards potentially heading towards minor wave 5 to be terminated around 110 and 123, 125, sorry. And Ethereum, the larger degree, is quite similar. It's heading towards 4,300. I'm talking, yes, 4,300, the larger degree targets. Okay, I would suggest we emphasize on the larger degree targets and prepare our exit there rather than waiting for the lower degree wave counts targets. Sometimes they will not hit. So that's the larger degree count. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and minor wave 5. Within the minor wave 5, we are progressing in uh, the minute wave 5 is now progressing. And on the hourly chart, we've got lower degrees wave 1 or 2, 1 and 2, or it's getting unfolded as a diagonal, this particular wave structure. For now, nutshell, we are good to remain on the long side with a stop around 3,000 level, targeting 4,300. And next is Solana. Quite a quite a quite a similar mirror image of all the coins that we are seeing. Unless this is wave 4, this price would hold. That low, particular low, around 182 should hold. Only if it's a triangle in the making, we are heading for yet another low before the rally resumes. Right now, it's always good to remain on the long side with a stop around 175, targeting 280 plus. Let me flip on the daily chart again. Minor wave 5 in progress, higher, possibly towards 280. And Ripple, let's see where the triangle situation is now breaking out. It's almost broken now. So for those who are watching it for the first time, I mean, this is what we are looking in Ripple. It's done wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Ideal place for the triangle to unfold as wave 4. Triangle also looks complete with wave E, and now we are stretching out. It's already broken above the triangle line. I think that we could to see on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so that's the broken triangle line already. And as we kept saying, wave 1, wave 2, we are now progressing higher within the third wave, and the third wave is also extending now. Neat little 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave well poised on the north side. All right, let's keep the bigger picture in mind. The triangle is the target is around 3.7, if I remember. Yeah, 3.2 and 3.7. So we are pretty close to the first one. It should not take much time, but 3.2 and 3.7 are the upside targets for Ripple. All right, I think I'll touch base with these instruments in these sessions. We can bring a pause here, and we'll be back again during the London times. Uh, So back to you, Igor.
Thank you very much, SPDas, and hope you feel better. Um, and we'll see you on London. Let me know if
Yeah.
anything changes, please. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. So we were watching SPDas covering Elliot wave theory, and of course, our goal here is to bring you multiple market narratives from different professional traders, institutional traders. We'll be back at 5 a.m. EST for the London session with SPDas, and then we'll also be back at 8 a.m. with IT Trader covering smart money, ICT concepts, and yeah, super excited to have you on board. Uh, let's rock and roll.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.